Alright, so welcome YouTube. Today I'm going to be making and reviewing chicken Alfredo. So since I don't really have anything else in the introduction, I'm just going to get straight to the video then. Alright, so YouTube, now these chicken breasts were all like individually wrapped and stuff, so I'm going to have to cut those up. So like cut them all individually up, and then the first step here is to put Reynolds wrap on the bottom of the cookie sheet that you're using. Now the neighbor's dog is barking quite loudly. So now it's time to start cutting these packages up individually. And I didn't know I could just pull it open. Now, I did forget to mention to bake the chicken breasts. These ones are boneless and skinless, so I'm gonna season them with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Then I'm gonna stick it in the oven at 350 for about 50 minutes. Alright, so now we are need to get these rearranged quickly here so I can fit them all on the tray. So I think I'm gonna, before I continue doing this, I need to drain all of the water out of these bags, then throw them out. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to quickly grab a couple of paper towels to finish rinsing off my hands, like drying off my hands. Alright, so now it's time to start seasoning this chicken breasts up. So I'm gonna start with salt. I'm just sprinkling on the salt so I'm not overdoing it. Next, I'm gonna use pepper. Then garlic powder. Alright, so now it's time to flip these to the other side and repeat the seasoning process. Alright, so now I got everything seasoned up, so now I'm gonna put it in the oven, then set the timer for 50 minutes. Alright, so guys, I'll see you guys whenever it comes time to be the next part of the video. Alright, so YouTube, there's about 10 minutes left before the chicken is done baking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna start getting the water ready to boil, and I have this on the hottest setting so it'll boil quicker than if I just boiled cold water. So I'm gonna wait till this fills up. There we go. Let's get this pot back to the stove top now, and now it's time to get the burner turned on. Alright, so the burner is lit, so now I'm gonna let this boil, and I'm gonna get the sauce, the Alfredo sauce ready. Matthew, you wanna grab the milk for me, please?
Yes, buddy.
Thanks. So, since I'm using Prego home style Alfredo fresh cream, and so since this isn't tomato based, it's cream based, and if you know anything about cream, it's milk, like it's milk related. Alright, so this is caps. There's those. Alright, so there we be with that. And oh yeah, I couldn't find a cutting board, so I'm using this plastic thing to cut the chicken breasts on. Put it over there by the noodles for now. Alright, so here's our other jar of sauce. Put in. And here's our last jar. And so now I'm gonna be using the milk. Put about a 1/4 inch of milk at the bottom of the jar. So probably right about there. Then I'm gonna shake up the jars. Then I'm gonna shake up the jar. Alright, so that just basically just made it thinner, so since there's still a good amount in there, I'm gonna just keep it flipped upside down for now, and I'm just gonna probably just do the same thing with the other 2 jars. Just get a bit of milk in them and shake them up. Alright, so now that those jars are done, I am currently waiting on the water to boil and the chicken breasts to be done, so I will see you guys whenever the chicken breasts are done with. Alright, so guys, the chicken breasts are done now, and so it's time to get them out of the stove. Alright, so they look pretty good to me, like with being finished and stuff. So now I'll need this still. So now I'm gonna get these off and put them on the plate. So I'm gonna let them cool off a bit before I start cutting them up into pieces. But these are coming off here pretty easily. well, one piece fell off the tongs whenever I went to pick it up, so that piece is getting thrown out now. So now what I'm waiting for is the water to, well, I guess the water is starting to boil, so I'm gonna put the fettuccine noodles in there and let them, no, I need to put olive oil in there first before dealing with the before dealing with the fettuccine noodles. Good job.
Thank you, Buster.
If I had stickers, I'd give you a sticker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I really go how I wanted it to. So my goal now is to get the noodles all soft enough that I can like twist them in here and stuff. Alright, so YouTube, now I'm gonna be cutting up the chicken into bite-sized pieces. Alright, so that one piece down, 6 more to go now. Alright, so I'm gonna mix up the pasta noodles so they aren't getting burnt to the bottom of the pot. And then I'm gonna return to finish cutting up the last 3 pieces of the chicken. Did I say you can eat a piece of chicken? Still needs time to boil. Maybe next time I'll start like 20 minutes early on the noodles. Turn it down. Alright, so there's all of the chicken cut up. Now it's time to put the saucepan back. I'm gonna put this in the stove, Matthew. I mean in the sink.
Yes, Papa.
Alright, so I'm gonna dump the chicken in here. Thanks, Mr. Turn this around. You wanna go get my phone charger, Matthew?
Yes, Papa.
Thanks. Alright, so now I'm just gonna be waiting for the noodles to get tender enough. So I'll see you guys when I go to dump that. Alright, so YouTube, the noodles are finally done, so I'm gonna grab this accordingly and drain it then. Alright, good, there's no noodles that were stuck in the pot. So, oh good, there's water in the handle. Yeah, I drained out before I burned myself again. Before I hurt myself. Now I'm gonna get the noodles shaken up and call that a day with the noodles. So now I'm dumping that in, then I'm gonna follow. Apparently my brother's Italian and wants to complain how I be dealing with the chicken and Alfredo sauce. Tell me I can't use this to mix it up and stuff. You be the guest so I'm making dinner.
Again?
Yeah. Alright, so I got that pretty well mixed up, and so now I'm gonna let that sit for a couple of minutes, and in that time frame I'm gonna clean up and stuff. So I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so welcome YouTube. Here, as you guys can see, I have the chicken Alfredo here with me, and I am currently trying to get a few noodles. Alright, so I enjoyed the taste of it. The sauce is definitely creamy, and with the chicken that I had cut up for it, I can definitely taste the garlic powder as the dominant flavor. Then the pepper, I could also taste the pepper, and I will be making another thing of chicken Alfredo in the future, but I could also tell that the chicken was baked. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one.